Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome to No Man's Sky. Now, the last time we streamed No Man's Sky was the start of our permadeath save, and we haven't had a chance to go back to it. Today, Hello Games updated No Man's Sky, and since launch, they have consistently updated No Man's Sky to make it into the incredible game we have today. You've got to think this game is 5 years old, and yet the free updates keep coming. Today they've added a completely new mode called Community Expedition, and it's a time limited expedition where you get rewards that can be transferred across all your saves, but it is time limited, so as it says, we have 2 months to complete it. But you don't start normally. You start with a selection of different things and tasks to achieve, and I think that's quite a good way of doing it. I like that idea of a community-based project. So I thought tonight, we're only on for a couple of hours, we can have a look at it and hopefully make this the regular stream of the community expedition. Since we've got loads of different things on the go, just adding another one to the mix. I did think about doing it as a standalone kind of episode. Let's just make sure I can spell expedition properly. But I thought, no, I think it'd be better as a live stream. We can see it properly together live. I just thought, yeah, it'd be better to do it together. I did consider it. I really did consider doing it as an episodic kind of episode. But no, I thought we'll explore together, see what we can come up with, see what we can do. So this is what we're doing for the next couple of hours tonight. We are live tomorrow morning after 9 o'clock UK time, which will be Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Tomorrow afternoon is Avengers. So we've got quite a lot going on at the minute. It's just trying to fit everything in. That's the big thing. But yes, a new mode. I've seen some of the reactions. A lot of people aren't happy, it seems. I like the idea. I really like the idea. But I know a lot of people aren't happy. Especially if we've got 2 months to complete. I don't know how long it is. I don't know how big the expedition is. I don't know, you know, can it be done in 2 months? The rewards run out after the expedition's over. So once it is done, it is done. So that's the interesting thing. We shall see what we can do. Like I say, only a couple of hours stream tonight, but then we are live again tomorrow morning. Right, that is YouTube side done. Before we load in, I'll just do the usual other bits and pieces, and then we will crack on. I'm really excited. I've been excited for every update they've done, to be honest, but I'm really excited about this as well. I can't spell expedition without checking it. What is 2 M's? I really can't spell. Okay, we've tweeted. We're live. Let's crack on. Let's have a look. Let's see what we're going to start with. What is going to happen. As I say, we've got 2 months to complete this, so we'll see how long it takes. It'll be interesting to see. The comments I've seen from people, there's a few unhappy. Mainly because they want to do it as a lonesome, they want to be an individual thing. As this is more community driven, it's wanting you to be with other people. Which I don't see as a bad thing, but I feel some people don't want that. It does take a little while to load in, I'll give you that. I was going to say that was a weird camera angle for a minute, I thought we glitched. There's people already here, there's everything. Perfect. Right, let's have a look. So the expedition has begun. The expedition will show you progress through the journey. Right, first thing we're going to do quickly. Options. I have an issue. And my issue is the music. It's extremely loud. I'm turning the music down. I can barely hear myself think. I might even turn it off. I'll at least turn the sound effects down one minute. I don't normally touch the sound effects in the music, but I think I am going to. There we go. Okay, let's go. I missed what it said. Kind of annoying. Right, this is what we're starting. So our scanner is broken, we need ferrite dust. Starship is out of range, but that is our first starting shot. Starship, we've got ammunition, we've got bits and pieces here, technology. So we need to have a look at different things. Starting. So locate your starship is the first thing we need to do. This is our first steps. So our starship, they've upgraded this as well. Everything's changed. Right, we need to upgrade our analyst visor. We need ferrite dust, don't we? Whole aim is to find and complete the discovered a mineral. Okay, our starship is over this way, so we'll work our way towards our starship. There's animals around here as well, hoping they're friendly. Amazing. Plants, look at these, the needles on the plants. Every update, the detail is incredible. Okay, I'm sure we'll need... We've seen these before. These are insects, normally. New discovery found 9 out of 9. Nice. So other people are finding things on the planet as well. It's all going towards a common goal. We may now have enough to fix our... No, not quite enough to fix our scanner. So I can hear something moving around, and I think it's those. Hello Keller, good evening, how are you? See, we may not be the person that's discovered all this. But yeah, Community Expeditions, the latest update from No Man's Sky. Right, we should. These insects as well, they are indeed. And the big thing about this update is you actually also, once the Community Expedition is over, the save can then be converted to a normal save. Or it will automatically convert to a normal save. Take the oxygen off the edge of the grassy pod. Avoid the explosions. Gives us oxygen. Okay. Yeah, so this is the latest update teller from No Man's Sky. Right, our scanner is now repaired, which is what I wanted. We need to get to our ship, that's the first thing. Nothing else kind of matters until we get to that ship. And it's a ship given to us, so unlike the normal start, the start is completely different now. You are given a certain amount of things. Already scanned those, haven't we? Just going to grab the hydrogen while we're here. We'll need it to leave. But it's an interesting concept. Portable refiner by the ship. That's interesting. You want to get the power 100 with Thor. Tomorrow, I want to... I don't know what power to get people to, but I just wanted to play it. Yeah, we're on Odyssey in the morning tomorrow, and then we'll be on Avengers in the afternoon. Detail in the plants. Right, where is my ship? I'm trying to find where we're starting ship, as it's been given to us. So this is a different ship. I don't know what else we're going to be given. Hello, Gagundal. How are you? Obviously, we can't save these until we get to our ship. So that's the aim: is to just survive, get to your ship, start the expedition. Detail. We're going to have to repair the ship, aren't we? There's a choice of ships, there's two. So that will be someone else's ship that's on this island. Reached your starship. There's our first milestone as part of the community expedition. Good, good. So this is our ship. So we need to go and fix it. Okay, so let's have a look at everything. So we've now found our starting ship. So if you haven't played No Man's Sky before, or aren't used to how this works, normally you start on a planet, on your own, trying to find your way in the world. You heard a lot about this game. This game is incredible, and today launched a brand new update for Gundal. Yeah, this is a brand new update today. This is the first time we're seeing it, playing it for us. So normally you start on a planet all on your own, and you have to try and find your ship, fix your ship, leave, find your way in the solar system, find the meaning of your life. Today's update added a whole new way of playing. So it's a brand new game mode. They are community expeditions. They give you rewards that are cross-save. So once you've earned them in the community expedition, any save you have going, you can then redeem these rewards. And the big difference is everyone starts on a localized planet, and you're meant to help work together to finish the expedition. We have 2 months. I don't know how many stages it is. That's something we have to look at. So our ship, we've been given, everything's given to you. Normally you start with nothing. Now we are given certain things. So it's given us a starting ship, which is this Tanon's Final Redemption. It's not a bad ship, I suppose. It needs fixing, obviously. They always need fixing. We've got some things in our exosuit, life support. We need to move some of these around, to be fair. This is all over the place. I hate the way this is organised. Thank you, Gundor. I massively appreciate it. I wonder what that was then. Big loud noise. I think that's someone. The other ship probably. No, I massively appreciate it, Gundor. Yeah, I don't know what to say for that. To be fair, the streaming has helped me cope with the last 4 months of being injured. And that's really all I can say about it. Really, I just like to show people what I enjoy, and I don't try and play the latest game. I don't try and play. I don't try and go in with trends. I play what I like, and I like chatting to like-minded people that enjoy that kind of thing. You know, the Assassin's Creed games. You know, I've got people that love watching that and talking to me about it, and they play it themselves, and I enjoy that. And just meeting people like yourselves, that's the big thing. I don't worry about it, to be honest. I was amazed I got to 100. We've now got our own custom URL, which is our custom channel link, which I've done, and it's Soldier Boy UDL, that I can share and stuff. But I don't worry about it. I don't think I advertise enough, but that's me. But yeah, I don't worry about it. A lot of people worry too much about views and subs and likes and comments. I'm happy as long as if there's no one in chat, I'll happily talk to myself. If there's people in chat, I'll talk to them. I think people do YouTube for money for the wrong reasons, and you can see that in their content. It's not about that for me. I do it because I enjoy it. It keeps me sane. That's the big thing. But I do massively appreciate your comments. It means a lot. So we've done the first step, located a ship. So we will collect our first reward. There we go. First reward collected. First steps. We've got a movement module, thermal protection module. We don't need that by the looks of it. Mining module. Anything else coming our way? Is that it? I think that's it. Cool. What is the next step? I can guess what the next step is going to be on this expedition. Liftoff is the next step. So these are what we need to do. This is only phase 1. This is all phase 1. There's 8 things to do for phase 1, which is here. Then there's phase 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Wow, I can see why they're giving you 2 months. You kind of, I'm never normally short of something to say, but I massively appreciate what you said, Gundle. Yeah, I kind of struggled to respond, to be honest, which is really unusual. Right, the planet we are on, it's unclouded. Okay, view fauna data. We weren't the first people to discover this, so we can't. That's interesting. So normally you can upload these, and you get nanites, which is a currency. There's 3 currencies in No Man's Sky: units, nanites, quicksilver. Units are earned easily. Nanites a little bit harder, and quicksilver is a lot harder to earn, and it's more cosmetic items from the social space. So you don't need to worry too much about quicksilver. Yeah, we can't. Normally you upload these and you get nanites. We can't upload these because other people have found them, because other people start on the same planet as you. And if you see, discovered by Hello Games, all the planets have been so some of these weren't. The first ones were discovered by Hello Games, and then other people discovered them. So the starting one is Hello Games. Everyone is starting in this system to complete expeditions. I love all this. It's just a whole new mode that is so different. So, leave the planet is our next mission. We also need to discover 20 creatures. Purchase a capital ship. Wow. Explore on foot. Reach the first rendezvous. Establish a base. Warp to a new system. Wow, there's quite a bit to do for phase 1. I can definitely understand why they're giving you 2 months. Okay, let's check our inventory. Right, we've got all these things. We need to fix the ship. Movement module. Thermal protection. Mining beam. Okay. We need to install these upgrades. So this is thermal protection. This is important, especially on a hot planet. Right, we've got to move things around. We've got to work out what we want to use. That's a starship shield. Should really... That's an exhaust modifier for the starship, which kind of basically changes the colour. Mining beam. Let's install that at this point. So that goes there, and if we move... That's for the mining beam too. Move this, that will grant a boost, so that makes our mining better. I know a lot of people complaining about the whole, yeah, I've seen the same thing. I kind of understand it. Right, supreme nozzles. That's movement system. That's movement system, so let's move this as well. This is the boring bit, but you kind of have to do it because you need this all to work. We need to move that into there as well. That links those two. We will need to upgrade some of these when we get a chance. That's a defense system. Core health. None of those are linked. Let's analyze. Should be dihydrogen, I would have said. No, what did it give us? Dihydrogen, perfect. Oh, put us in our starship. Fantastic. So we've moved that to a starship. Cargoes, we've got 2 cargo slots. Ammunition I'm not worried about at this point. I don't want to do that. Okay, unfortunately this is the boring bit, but I need to just get everything sorted to a degree. Organised so we know where we are. Technology. Rocket launchers. Shield. Right, okay, we don't really need to move too much now at the minute. Oh no, yeah, you've got your ones you want to play, don't you? You're going to play as get Thor to 100. Tony after that cap. Nice. This is for the 4th character. You need to play it 2-player. Right, so we need to find pure ferrite, dihydrogen jelly. So pure ferrite, we can actually... We can refine ferrite into pure ferrite, which is one ingredient we need to fix our ship. What's the game about? So, found a settlement. The original game, yeah, you basically explore. You're an explorer trying to work out why you're here. And there's different modes. There's another player there. Completely different new player. Lipsy Sweet on PlayStation. This wouldn't normally happen. The world is that big, you normally wouldn't see players this nearby. That's the amazing thing, but this mode enables that. Hulk or Bishop, yeah? Hulk or Bishop would be cool. Okay, we need pure ferrite is what we need. So what we're doing at the minute with this new game mode is basically following tasks to complete it. But it's done as a community, which is the first time this has happened. My plan is to get every character up to the same level is my plan. Whether that works or not, I don't know. Right. So we need... I'm sure when I scanned there was a portable refiner here. Where did I see a portable refiner? The hydrogen... I swear there was one nearby. The other guy's already fixed his ship and gone. There was a ship here when we arrived. We're a little bit slower than him by the looks of things. Oh yeah, that gives us pure ferrite. No, we need advanced mining laser. Someone else has just activated that. Right, we need portable refiner. We need metal plating. So to make metal plating, we need metal plating is there. There we go. We can now do a portable refiner. We can now process our ferrite dust. So the main thing at the minute is trying to... We need some carbon. We need to fix our ship. That's what we're doing. I need carbon. You'll do. All we need to do is fix our ship for the minute. And then we'll go from there. Got to keep an eye on our protection levels as well. So we need a fuel air refiner. There. I can't remember how much we need. I think it was 50. We put it down. This will take 6 seconds. And we've got our pure ferrite to fix our ship. Yeah, the cactus exploded. I mined the cactus for supplies. I needed the carbon it was made out of. Pick that up. Perfect. So if we go back in the ship, we should be able to fix the ship. So yeah, to try and explain the start, I won't explain the start of the game normally because this has a lot of different stuff going on. But this start, you get a ship, which is similar, and you need to fix it, which is the big thing. So before we can fly, we need to fix our ship. We need the hydrogen jelly next. And for the hydrogen jelly, we need... I don't know if we can craft it offhand. We can craft it. There we go. Dihydrogen. Perfect. So if we now go to Starship, we can fix the launch thrusters. Our ship can now leave the ground. Next part, we need a hermetic seal. Now, will it give us the ability to make one? It does. We need condensed carbon. So, just for you, Gugundal, we were going to explode some more cactuses. Because we need the carbon. Once we have the carbon, I can then change it. We can refine it into condensed carbon. Once we've got condensed carbon, we can fly. But yeah, what you find on some planets is incredible. There's so much to see and do. Sometimes you make the story yourself. But along with that, that's part of the fun. You can build bases. The game when it first launched in 2016 was bare bones. I loved it. I'm not saying I didn't, but there was no storyline. There wasn't that much other than off you go into the universe and explore. A lot of people didn't like that. There was a lot of criticism. I played it from launch and thoroughly enjoyed it, but I do understand the complaints. But update after update, all for free, has made the game better and better and better. I don't think there's been a bad update as of yet. So, we put our carbon into... Up in there. Why has my portable refiner disappeared? My portable refiner just disappeared on me, which is really weird. Yeah, they are constantly updating Cyberpunk, aren't they? I had a portable refiner. I don't know if someone else nicked it. It disappeared. So now we need ferrite dust. I was literally in my portable refiner. I wouldn't say someone nicked it, surely. Okay, no, I need metal plating. Okay, now we can portable refiner. If this disappears on me a second time, I would be really annoyed. Carbon. I need to put it into fuel. My issue is, I don't think I've got anything to... Ah, put all my carbon into there. Hang on a second. I need to split carbon. It's not... that's annoying. Okay. Let's get some more carbon. Explode some more... carbon. Oh, it won't let me. Actually, I just thought I just made a massive error there. I can't put the carbon as fuel if I've still got it there. Right, more carbon. Yeah, Cyberpunk, I'm hearing, is getting better. They've done a lot of updates. They needed to, though, to be fair. Right, fuel is there. I don't know how much we need for the pulse engines. Hang on. What do we need to fix? Hermetic seal, we need 30. That's all we need. 30. Begin. Stop. Perfect. Look at that. Worked out really well. I'll pick that up. I don't know if other people can take it from you. That's my concern. Right, so now we can fix... I need the hermetic seal, don't I? So let's make... So in the normal game, when you play, you actually have to find the recipe to make the hermetic seal. In this game mode, they're giving it to you. Right, we now need ferrite dust or metal plate. One metal plate and we can finally fly. Metal plate done. Metal plate. There we go. Our ship is now repaired. Right, one thing we need to check. Launch fuel. Can we make it? Yes. Perfect. That's always one thing to know. Can you make launch fuel? So this is it. We can now leave our first planet, starting our expedition. So our next one is to leave. We get an inventory slot, ion battery, 5 lots of launch fuel, and a Pilgrim Geobay plans. Pilgrim is one of the new updates as well they got a little while ago. Pilgrim is a vehicle you can use on planets. We've got to warp to a new system is there. And then we've got to establish our first base as well. Wow. And discover creatures. So we still want to be discovering animals. Purchase. There's so much to do, and this is phase 1. I'm excited. Let's lift off. We are flying. We have left our opening location. We are in space. Perfect. So the only thing we need to do now install the hyperdrive. We need to get a 5 microprocessors and chromatic metal. That's fine. I want my rewards. Right, there we go. These are our rewards. Yeah, we'll upgrade our X. Do we want it in technology or exo technology? I think technology. I don't want it there, I want it there, ideally. Let's upgrade our exosuit rather than storage. New building part. We can now build Pilgrim Geobay, which will give us an exocraft. We've got to get other bits for it. Starship fuel. Lift off. Done. So 2 out of 8 of phase 1 is done. Didn't take too long. Alright, there was a bit of me faffing around, to be fair. Right, we need to refine chromatic metal. So chromatic metal, we need to mine from certain types of minerals. So we could go back to the planet we were just on, if we wanted to. These are people's bases they've made. We can go to let's go to a new planet. Let's pulse. It's a blighted planet. Do we want to go there? No, I don't want to go to a blighted planet. Let's find a nice planet. That's a desert planet. They've my only 2 choices of planet. That's a good shout, actually. Let's find out how many planets are in this first system. There's loads. One of them's got to be a nice mechanical, miasmatic, blighted, hyperborean, bountiful, high sentinels. Sisika. That's where we were. You know what? We might add back to Sisika. Like we can do what we need to do on Sisika. We need to look for certain products. Product sounds really wrong. Could head to the minor settlement though as well. We need to find certain resources to mine. Cyberpunk. Sorry, I'm going back to Cyberpunk now. Trying to concentrate on too many different things. I was never interested in Cyberpunk. For me, it was never on my radar. Only because it's just not my kind of thing. I don't know, it's just that genre. I've never been into that kind of genre. Not game genre, but style. You're interested in that? To be fair, I would say it's your kind of game, Kenna, to be honest. Nothing found. No, not rusty metal. No, I know it's an RPG, and that's normally my thing. But okay. Seeing what else has changed in here, they've made this a lot brighter in here. So there is, we're not going to buy a new weapon. We don't need a new weapon. Compare it to ours. We haven't got the money anyway at the minute, but we wouldn't buy it. Money doesn't come very easily at the minute. We'll keep what we've got. We'll speak to the gentleman here. This is a new life form. Yeah, no, it's not that. It's the time period it's set in that bothers me, I think, more than anything else. We don't know any of their language yet. Yeah, we can't speak to them because we don't know any of their language. It's so weird starting a game and not knowing a lot of, some of this. Okay, the only thing we needed they're 19 grand each, 19,000 units. We haven't really got anything to sell, I don't think. They're all worth lots of money. We haven't got any of those. What do we got? We don't need. I'll keep salt for the minute. Alright, that's nitrogen. It's not going to net us anything. Viking dough. No, okay. So we're not going to gain anything from here, I don't think. So I don't think we can buy anything. Take some nanites. So money is hard to come by the looks of things. Technology merchant. I don't think we'll be able to buy anything here. Hello, Cass. How are you? Again, I don't think there's much point doing much in here because at this point we don't know enough language. Okay, so sodium. And what we need to do is chromatic metal. And for chromatic metal we need to be mining. So what we do, we need to find an animal there. So we're just going to... My mic's too low. So really? Alright, bear me a second. This is just saved, so I can do what I'm about to do. I didn't realise my mic was low. Is that any better? Is that better? I didn't realise it was low, I apologise. Are you off already? I didn't want to do that, I got too close, I was trying to get the oxygen from it. Completely different as Death Standing. I know what you're saying, I know exactly what you mean by that, but yeah, completely different. Steal the oxygen. Right, we need to scan, we're looking for... No. We need a mineral deposit. That's what we actually need. Copper deposit. So if we tag the copper deposit... Is it new animal? That's part of one of our expeditions, is to scan animals. He has left, yes. He has indeed left Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed. Okay, so what we need to do is refine chromatic metal, and to do that we need to mine other minerals which we can then refine into it, which is what we're doing here. If it lets me land, which it didn't. Okay, let's do another turn around, shall we? What we're trying to do is we need to land by this copper deposit and then mine the copper. Won't let me land. Okay, we may have to land up here. Here we go. No! It's making me land all the way back at the building. I don't want to land back at the building. Let's try taking off again, shall we? I want to land down here. Finally, it's let me land. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people saying they're not sure where the game is going to go now because of that and the stories and stuff. He's one of the renowned writers, isn't he? That's the thing. Okay, let's mine this copper. There's our... And we can refine this into chromatic metal. What we need. Guarantee this is going to be nowhere near enough in one shot. So we'll have to find another deposit nearby. Perfect. While we're here, we need to learn some language. Wisdom of the Korvax. If anyone can tell what that says, you're better at languages than I am. Bokkadim, 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 yun, yun, yun. Accept knowledge. Always accept knowledge. So we now know the word for Korvax. Perfect. Learn to word. Do a Cyberpunk Let's Play. And I was just saying to Keller and Gundam, it doesn't interest me as a game. I've got no interest in playing it. Mainly because I just doesn't the time period it's set in doesn't interest me. Okay, we need to refine what we've got. That's the biggest issue for me. I'm not interested in the time period. We need 125 of this. 2 to 1. We haven't got enough. Okay, we'll refine what we've got for the minute. Clauzel, hello, how are you? Godzilla versus Kong today, Cass. Okay, neither are going to win. It's, yeah. You mean the film, I think, don't you? That's another film that I'm not interested in. Okay, so we still need more chromatic metal. Can I give you a quick summary? Absolutely. So, let me just sit in my ship just so we don't do anything. So, main differences between when you start afresh to the community mode. So, it's a new save and they are time limited. So, this first expedition is for 2 months. I'm doing good. How are you? I'm good, thank you. So the first expedition is for 2 months. So you have 2 months to complete. There are 6 phases to complete the expedition. Everyone starts off in the same system, which is the system of Loitakara, with 6 planets. Everything has already been discovered on these planets, so you're not going to find very much from discoveries because everyone's going to already have been to places. The whole point, from what I've found, is you're meant to collaborate as you go. So if we go to the expedition itself, phase 1 is what we're on at the minute. We needed to find our starship, which they give you. They give you different resources of starship, different upgrades, and they give you rewards for each step you complete. So we completed our first step, which was reach our starship. We then had to fix the starship, and you got more rewards, which was liftoff. Now we need to warp to a new system, so we need to build the right parts to then leave the system. We've got to establish a base, so everyone has the same goals. We've got to discover 20 creatures. They can already be discovered by other people. I found that. You need to purchase a capital ship. You need to explore 10,000 views on foot and reach the first rendezvous. So the first rendezvous, it will tell you where it is, and that's where everyone goes to, and then you'll start phase 2. And there's rewards along the way. As far as the rewards go, all the rewards you earn in games, the expedition type specific rewards, are cross-save compatible. So I think the final reward for completing the final part, which is this, gives you a banner, a Pioneer's banner, and a Pioneer's title, and an expedition decal. There is one. This gives you a streamlined jetpack. I came off accidentally, I apologise. Pressing wrong buttons. There is a gold ship as well as one of the rewards. But all the rewards are cross-save. I think it's a really nice idea. I know there are complaints from people saying it's forcing you to play with others. But I like the fact it's a shared progression because I'm not playing with anyone. I can still play it on my own. Yes, you still see people. We've seen a couple of people already. So you still see people. But at the same time, you're still on your own. That's the big thing. So there is still it's still a playable on your own. It's just a different start. At the end of 2 months, when the expedition finishes, the save game you've used for it, which is a new save originally, goes to a normal save. So you can carry on exploring from where you left off, or you can wait to the next expedition and start again. It's an interesting take, and I like it. It gives people a sense of community, I think, and I think it will, you know, the missions and the storyline aside, I think this gives you something else to be doing. You know, it may not be your main save, it may not be your constant, but you've got 2 months. It is time sensitive. I like that. Sounds pretty cool. They can play other modes. Yeah, exactly. You can play other modes, but like I say, I'm playing this. I don't have any friends on at the minute that play No Man's Sky. I do have friends that play No Man's Sky, admittedly, but they're not on currently. And yes, you can team up, but you can also just do it alone. You know, that's the big thing. It doesn't have to be done by others. You will see people. If it means you wave to them as they walk by, brilliant. But you don't have to do it with anyone else. But it gives you a sense of achievement, I think, as well. That's the big thing that I'm finding, anyway. Why is that not changed? Oh, is that? I'm just noticed something. It's because I've clicked on what the rewards are. There we go. So we actually get an atlas. So if we complete all of phase 1, we get 3 more inventory slots and an Atlas firework pack. Don't know what that is, but okay. Units are very hard to come by, I've noticed. Scanning gets you very little because everything's already been scanned. That's the big thing. Nanites are going to be slow. Quicksilver, non-existent. They have announced today Quicksilver weekend missions are coming back. They are starting back up. But yeah, that's a brief rundown, really, of the update. Personally, so far I'm enjoying it. This was our ship we were given as we started. If you have already got a save in the game and you have explorers, I'm pretty sure they may have changed. There was some changes to some of the ships. And I think explorers were the ones affected. Copper. Right, we need to head there because we need more copper. Yeah, exactly. And if you notice, hang on, let me just actually move my ship to a safe position. Why are you telling me there's copper there when I know there isn't? It's a bloody great thing there. Okay, that copper deposit didn't work. There is a... okay. I don't know if it's... there's one down here, it's fine. I was wondering why it was telling me there was a copper deposit there when it wasn't. There's one here though. Come on, let me land. You'll notice, or I've noticed, this doesn't like landing. I've just noticed something as well. So you'll notice in the bottom left corner, in the bottom left of the screen, it actually tells you what other people are doing. Has landing on planet so-and-so, has discovered this, has done this. I think that's quite cool. And I've just noticed, if you look to the left of my ship, Hello Games. I've put their name onto it. I think it's named Ithaca. The planet is Ithaca, discovered by Hello Games. That's quite cool. You've quit the Assassin's Creed series. You say that now, Keller. When the new game comes out, will you not go back? That's the big thing. The one thing I will say about this, takes about 3 hours. Mine took an hour, and mine's a good connection. Every time, got some cactus flesh. They're quite cool. Look at these. Every time they do an update, the one thing I will say that I find incredible is how much the game looks better every time, and it never looks bad. You know, I've always enjoyed the way it looks from the early days to now, but it's only getting better every time I see it. You know, look at the cactuses, the needles on the plants. Every time there's an update, I just think graphically it gets better. You're going to stay true, are you, Gala? We'll see, we'll see. I think you will. I just think you're missing out. Depending on what they do next, that's the big thing. But yeah, Clausel, if you haven't given it a go and you are into No Man's Sky, I would wholeheartedly, even at this early stage of looking at expeditions, say give it a go. And I'm only at the very early stages, but I see the massive amount of potential of this mode. That's the big thing, and I think it's going to add a new element. Everyone wants big communities, don't they? It's been a wanted thing for a long time. Yes, you've got the people that want to play alone, and I'm happy playing alone. I'm happy to team up. But at the same time, I actually like the fact that you've all got a common goal as well. I'll make sure I've got all of it. Right, perfect. We've got copper. We may have enough now, I'm hoping. Have we got enough? Chromatic metal. Here we come. So, copper, where are you? There. Yeah, we've got plenty now. I don't need two. I don't know how many we need. I think I needed 100. We'll go for 100 and see. Again, I'll stop it. Remind me to stop it when it gets to 100. I may forget. We'll see in a minute. Hope not. But this is why I considered doing, instead of doing a stream of expeditions for No Man's Sky, I did consider doing like an episodic series. But I've struggled for time doing my Discovering One Planet at a Time series, so I thought we can fit more live streams in than anything else at this point, while I'm injured and that kind of thing. So hopefully we can make this a regular live stream. It's my aim anyway. We've got so many other things on the go. I'm trying to compact what we're doing at this point. Okay, so chromatic metal should now be done. Yes, it is definitely balanced. You know, units we've scanned. I'm one of those people that scans everything I see, and yet barely got anything out of it. Right, we need microprocessors. I don't think we can craft those. No, so we need to craft or build them. We can't craft microprocessors. Can we? No, we can't. We haven't got a recipe. So, we need to buy them. The problem is, on this planet there are 19,000 units. We've got 8,700. So we need to find something that's worth some money to sell, to make money to buy what we need. So, whoa. Take it wasn't just me that saw that. Look at that. Sorry, I love just finding the animals here. Look at the size of those. Right, rhinoceros beetles. How cool are they? That is incredible. The animals are the big thing about this game. Look at them on the floor as well. So I get carried away with the animals. They are like rhinoceros beetles. These big things I've seen before, but these things are incredible. They're very skittish by the looks of things. Right, back to what we was actually doing, before I get carried away by animals. Right, so we need to find something we can sell. So we need fossils, we need bones. The running animation, nah, not really, I wouldn't have said. It's ish. It's yeah. It can be a bit iffy. And also, your character is. Everyone's character is different when you start, but it's predetermined for you. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. As they give you certain things. What do we need? We need to find copper deposit. No. So there's someone else over there on PlayStation. and that's their starship. So we know there's someone there. We don't have to go and see them, but we know they're there. They've updated. I haven't seen it yet because I haven't really seen it, the difference. But supposedly they've updated this scanner. So when you have a mission, it's easier to find where you need to head. One of the reason we're scanning everything as well, animal-wise, is one of the missions is scan 20 animals. Okay, what we need, that's copper. Buried mineral formation. Let's head there. Roaming trader. Someone's discovered a roaming trader in deep space. But yeah, we're going to go for this buried mineral formation, see what it gives us. We need to find stuff to sell to buy the resources we need. It's not quite buried, I can see the top of it. Nothing else there now. I don't think it's going to give us the resources I actually wanted, is it? No. Unless that's going to give us something worth a lot of money, which I don't think it will. We need to have a look around a bit more. So, let us open these. Indosite, 150,000 units, Lemium. We sell the Indosite, we can do what we need to do. Perfect. That worked straight away. I wasn't expecting to be able to do that so quickly. There was a building, where was it? There? Yeah, we can now sell the Indosite, get what we need, and then we can fix our warp drive, which then means we can leave the system, which is the third part of our mission. But before we do, we've got, so as part of what we got given to start with, we have the purple booster. Not a fan of the purple booster personally. I don't know how much choice we're going to have over what system we go to next. Obviously there's a specific rendezvous meeting place to get to. Whether you'll have a free roam when we first leave this system, I'm unsure. I swear these things are following me. Just wanted to go and grab the oxygen. They're following me, I swear. They are lovely things. We encountered them on my Discovering One Planet at a Time series, to be fair. They're actually classed as insects, strangely, for the size of them. I'm hoping they will in time. It's a fairly new update. To play with it too soon would be probably not the best thing. Oh, it's worth 150, but it's worth less. 12.1%. We need to sell it because that will get us what we need to move on. So I don't mind selling it. I'm losing a bit, but we'll sell it. We have made some money. Money's hard to come by. There's a big thing here. Okay, we need 5 microprocessors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Done. So now we can actually leave the system. But we need fuel before I get too far ahead of myself. But hyperdrive fixed. Now we need fuel. Can we make fuel? We can indeed. We just need to make antimatter and antimatter housing. Antimatter we can make any time. We need ferrite dust. Okay, perfect. We are making progress. It's always a slow start every time. No matter how you play this, the start is always a bit slow. But I feel like we're making progress towards phase 1 already. So do you think you'll be giving it a go, Klausel, then, once you've got the update downloaded? Like I say, if you haven't given it a go yet and you're into No Man's Sky, even those that aren't into No Man's Sky, personally, I think there's so much more they can do with this, which is only going to get better. You know, we've seen from Hello Games, they are happy to keep adding to the game so much. Okay, we should be ready to build to make this now. So we need to make antimatter, which we can do there. Antimatter housing, warp cell. So all this is already known. And then warp cell. Done. So, ignoring discoveries, we got expedition. So our next step is to warp to a new system. We've got to establish a base somewhere. I'm not worried too much about that one. My biggest concern is purchase a capital ship, because that's going to be expensive. And obviously money is very hard to come by. So my thinking is there needs to be a lot of mining, a lot of discovering bones, things like that. You've got to be selling to make money here, is my thinking. If you need to purchase that, and this is phase 1. But we can now warp to a new system, so we'll do that. I'm hoping we can go to one no one else has been to. Very true, yes, trading with other people. That's not a bad chance. I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, good point. Hadn't thought of that. Okay, so look, all these other people seen flying in. I've never seen anything in No Man's Sky so populated, and although I generally play solo, mainly because I've never, you know, I've always said if you want to team up we can, but I've just never had a chance to. It's amazing to see it so populated. It's cool in that respect. I like that. Right, we can now leave the system, which is the important part. That's what I wanted. Okay, so expedition route. So it is telling you which route to take. So this is the next system. So obviously this is our jump race. So there is a rendezvous point you need to reach come the end of this phase. So we do. I will check in a sec. That's our rendezvous then. So for phase 1, and there's 6 phases. Just phase 1, you need to get to a rendezvous point. You need an emerald drive to get there. That's interesting. So you do need to acquire things along your way to get what you need to get to that rendezvous point. And remember, you've only got 2 months to complete this. And this, like I say, this jump pattern here is phase 1, not 2, 10, 1. There are 6 of these. So let us see if it will let us change and see if free explore. So yes, you can go off on your own and explore other planets. This is the thing, you can, once we're done, this whole thing is done, we can, the save carries on. Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? Considering the press and stuff they got when game launched, the criticisms to now is incredible. Yeah, it's a complete 180. I won't criticise them for launch. I enjoyed launch. I loved the game. I got it day of release. I played the hell out of it. But I'm that kind of person. I'll happily just go off and explore for hours on end. For people that want more of a story-based thing, I kind of understand. But I can't criticise for the way they've gone forward and done so much more. Okay. I suppose we need to walk there. I'm going to follow the expedition route because obviously we know we need to get to an end point. So we'll follow the route. And try and complete the other parts of the phase along the way. We obviously need to build a base. The big thing this will encourage, I believe, is there's been a lot of talk, a lot of communities want to build bases all on the same planet. But if you've got rendezvous planets where people have to go to complete that part of the journey, that's your ideal place, surely, to build a little community base, because everyone will be visiting. Maybe I'm wrong, but in my mind that works. I haven't actually looked space in terms of resource space in your inventory. I don't know if it's survivor or I don't think it's permadeath style, but I haven't checked it. So this is a new system. I completed the third milestone we needed, so there's another person there. Bryce 2199, first contact, discover a brand new system. Milestone completed. I love the fact you can just see other people's ships flying around though. That's quite cool. Okay, let us have a look. So we've completed Interstellar. We can now collect 2 storage augmentations and 300 nanites. So let's collect those. Because I think it was meant to be one of those end game. I don't know why I've moved on to phase 2. Put it there. New reward. Oh, I've actually claimed. Oh, I didn't realise that. So phase 2, I've already completed one part of phase 2. So some of the other phases you can actually do ahead of time. I didn't know this. Sorry, I know I was trying to answer your question at the same time. I've just noticed you can actually complete parts of other phases ahead of time. That's interesting. Didn't know that. This gives us a warp hypercore and plans and cadmium drive plans. Oh, bonus. Okay, sorry, I'll go back to your question. I think it was meant to be just an end-game thing to give people something else to do. And they made it long to keep people going, I think. Which in some ways isn't a bad thing, but yeah, it's very, very tedious, to be fair. So actually looking at, so what do we need to do? Phase 1 still. I'm still trying to concentrate on phase 1. Establish a base. Not worried about that. We'll do that towards the end of phase 1, I think. Rendezvous 1 will be my first port of call, I'm pretty sure. Or were we meant to do all of this? Can't be in that first system, surely, because this is showing different systems, isn't it? That's showing 6 systems. I'm gonna have to check this. I've just had a thought that I hadn't thought about a second ago. Let's go to a galaxy map. Yeah, hunting coordinates is not fun. We can't go back. So we've warped once currently. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's fine. I just wanted to check something because we come out of this. Come on. Leave. What I wanted to check, the reason I was just having a look at that, is because if we look at Expedition, there are 6 what look like systems, but I don't think they are. Because you can complete phases ahead of time, farm 35 plants. Some of this is not quick. Explore specific environments. Second rendezvous. So where is this first rendezvous? Is it going to tell me where that is? Several marked rendezvous points. Okay. What we're going to do is I just want to see where the first rendezvous is going to take us. I think it's going to be the end. I want to say that first rendezvous will be... I'm assuming the first rendezvous is this end point. That must be the last rendezvous, surely. Doesn't tell me. Expedition route, galactic core, free explore. Okay, so I was just trying to work out. Yeah, I think that is. I think that will be it. It hasn't marked it up. Reach the first rendezvous point. It hasn't marked it up on there, but I think I am right in thinking that will be there. I take it off. I don't need that on. Complete phase 1. But yeah, I like the fact you can visit the anomaly at any point as well, as usual. I like the fact that we can complete other parts of the phases ahead of time. If you find things, nanites 5,000. Right, let's have a proper look at what we need to do overall, I think. Because if you can do things ahead of time, obviously the rendezvous points are the important parts to finish them off. Because I think this purchase of capital ship is going to be a while to get that kind of money. 20 creatures, easy peasy. Base, 5 minutes. You can do that anytime. Walk 10,000 U's, doesn't take that long. Rendezvous is the big one. And I think you need an emerald drive. That's the second rendezvous. Sites to explore specific environments. So you need to go to 5 different environments. Farm 35 plants. Grow and harvest. So you kind of want to wait to build your base. You want to do it when you've got everything you can to do this. Hello Gagundala gang, hello. Enter a black hole. Spend 30 seconds airborne. Okay, that's fairly simple to do. Visit a red star. Earn money. That's phase 2. Phase 3. Reach the third rendezvous. 10 artifacts. Ancient artifacts. Complete fleet expeditions times 15. Nanites. A-class multi-tool. Adopt 4 companions. It's basically teaching you the game whilst giving you a purpose. Visit a green star. Find deep space anomalies. That's an interesting one. 4th rendezvous. 50 alien words. Fairly simple. Acquire an A-class starship. Blue star. Steal 30 whispering eggs. That might take some time. Discover 35 systems. Explorers Guild standing 30. Complete explore derelict freighter. Final rendezvous. 10,000 U's of extreme worlds. Acquire an abyssal treasure. Eliminate 50 sentinels. Earn 100 million units. A million units in a single sale. Discover an abandoned system. Chart waypoints. Collect storm crystals times 50. Wow. Okay, so there is actually lots to do. But you can do them in any order. The only thing that have to be done in order is the rendezvous. And I was trying to work out where the first one is. So let's mark that up on the map. So that's now up. Reach the first rendezvous. Where is the first rendezvous? Select the expedition route. So I'm just trying to work out where the end result for phase 1 is. I think it is right at the end of this. It's not there, is it? I think it is the end of this journey. Obviously you can go off on a tangent, and I think you're going to need to visit 35 systems as part of one of the phases. I would say you have to, but it's not. I've selected expedition route. I don't galactic core, but it is not. That must be the end result. I thought it would highlight this more, but it doesn't seem to be highlighting up where we're heading. This is us here now. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be. That's where we came from, down there. That's starting location. But it's not showing us. Rendezvous point hasn't clicked, so I'm assuming we haven't got there. So I'm assuming it's the last bit on this journey. But you can clear a lot of other stuff in the same time. I'm myself. I'm still trying to get used to it. We could go and actually have a fight wherever that guy's gone. Platinum. So we need a kind of. So where's he gone? There's a fugitive here. I'm just trying to find out where he is. I might go and get earn some. We can earn some money by taking him out. To be fair, where is he? Disappears from view. Is he going to show up? Kind of planet. That's an undiscovered planet, which makes no sense. I wouldn't have said that. It's a desolate planet. High Sentinel. Unknown planet. We can't be the first, unless everyone has a different journey. I wonder, it's a petrified planet. I wonder if everyone has a different planet, has a different journey, expedition journey, because I thought I wouldn't be the only person here. But a lot of these places are undiscovered, which is unusual. Come on, where are you? I'm trying to find out where this other ship is, but it's not. He's too far away, I think. I know you're here. I just don't know where he is. That's a space station. Okay, so we kind of need to decide a plan of attack. So to do that, we need to look at what we need to do expedition-wise. Not worried about establishing a base. We need to make some money, discover some animals. I think that's the important stuff at this point. Money seems to be the big thing. I don't think that's a normal space station. Let's have a look. We'll have a quick look at the space station. And then we'll make a decision. But yeah, it's going to be a case of trying to figure out a plan of action. I think making money is the big one. Okay, what is up here? So it should be upgrades and things. I wonder if we can get a free storage upgrade. I don't think it's going to give it to me. I did wonder. Exosuit research. Obviously still don't understand the language. Upgrade modules. Yeah, so it doesn't give you what I was thinking straight away. Okay, good, interesting. Normally you do get it's not free. Normally you get a free upgrade every time. But no, about the pay. We can adjust what we look like. I'm not worried, we'll keep to what it gave us, I think. Iron atomizer. Obviously I don't want to get rid of mine, that's an A class. That's actually a mission. There is a mission straight away to have this. We haven't got the money. There is a mission to get an A class. But we'll leave for the time being. I don't think we need anything from here. Don't think there's anything. I don't think we've got anything to sell that we need to sell now. So it's kind of, you've kind of got to set yourself a task. So what we need to do, obviously we've got all of these missions to do, but money is the big thing. If we're going to purchase a capital ship, you're talking a good few million, aren't you? I don't know if you're going to get a free one, as you normally would in normal game. You're given a free one. I don't think we will. A base doesn't need to be done yet, because there's a farming mission. We want to be able to farm all the plants, because you need to farm 35 plants to complete that. We've already completed that. Sightseer. So we need to visit 5 different types. There. 30-second level, red star, earn units. 6 million units is that one. So we go. Money's a big thing. We've got to earn some money. So I think we should just land on a planet and see what we find. I think it's the important thing. So, where is he? I was going to go and attack this guy. That's someone else. Where is he? Keeps disappearing off my radar wherever he is. Laos Colony. That's someone's base there. Someone has made a base. So let's go and visit it. It's a rainy planet. Let's go and visit. So someone has made a base already, which is quite cool. I think there's a couple of bases. Let's go and have a look. Object of interest. Oh, okay. So this is a trader who trades in illicit goods. We can bargain for a relic. Box of hallucinogenic mold. Can you seriously just give us a box of hallucinogenic mold? Okay, it's approximately 298 years old. There's a curious sour aroma emanating from the sample. It's almost as if it's been slowly fermenting. It's mold, of course it has. 149,000 units. Well, it's something, I suppose. Where? I know there's a threat detector, but he's never around, so I'm heading to have a look at these bases. It's a new planet for us, so we can add it to our list. We need 5 different types of planets. But there's a roaming trader. I like that. So that's a way of making money. As long as you've got stuff to trade, you can find a roaming trader. I like that. But I thought, while we're here, let's go and explore these bases. There's a couple of bases on this planet. So I thought we'd have a look and just see what they're like. And grab some resources while we're here. It's further away than I was thinking, actually, there. 10 seconds still to get there. Yeah, so we have to use a black hole at some point as well. So let's have a look. This is, we'll find out whose base this is as well. Breaking through the atmosphere. I was hoping it was going to be like a really cool base, but I don't think it is. That's disappointing, isn't it? Have they just... I'm landing, we'll have a look. I was hoping it'd be something really cool, but I think it's just going to be... They've just... to complete the mission... Have they just put this down to complete the mission? I think they have. Well, they've started a base... and then left. So this is logged in as guest. Got a trophy for that. Base control limited construction. Report or leave. Permissions unavailable. I was hoping we get to see a really cool base. Extreme weather at the minute. There's another base over there. Well, probably. I want to head and have a look, just in case I have built something good. Alright, there's a storm coming. May need to travel. What have we got? 12%. We do need to... It's probably going to tell me it's not enough to launch. No, it is! 12% was enough to launch. Can't see anything. Right, we're going to head to this other base. just because I'm curious what it's going to look like. Obviously the first base we decided to... Really? Okay.
Warning. Threat detected.
Where are they?
Hostile ships approaching.
We're going to have to fight. Pulse drive disabled. I know. Where are they? Just trying to find out where they are. There we go. That does. I wonder if that means as well, though, if you're under attack like this, can other people join in? Does this mean other players, if they see you under attack, can they go and help? Because that would be interesting, wouldn't it? If there's more than one of you, and you get a subspace scan, does that mean you can help each other? Have they added multiplayer combat in space? Second one down, one to go. Yeah, I wonder if that means we're going to have multiplayer combat in space. Done.
Hostile ships defeated.
Okay, so we dealt with them. But yeah, it didn't occur to me till just now. I wonder if they have. Hello D-Man, how are you? Long time no see. It probably isn't that long, but it just feels like it. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it. I'm just visiting other people's bases currently. Although there's a superheated rainstorm which isn't helping my visibility. Whoa! That's the ground. That's the ground. I'm not in control. Couldn't see where I was. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Okay, it's one hell of a rainstorm at a minute, and I can't tell where I am. Okay, this is a base. What have I just hit? Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm getting stuck. The storm is not helping visibility. I can't see where I am or where I'm heading. Okay, let's get back into space, I think, a minute. I nearly destroyed my ship, which wasn't a good thing. All I wanted to do was visit a couple of bases that people have built to see what they've built. But it didn't quite work out for us. D-Man, yes, absolutely loving it. I currently think it's fantastic. There's so much to do. Have you looked at it yet?
Technology recharge.
Right. I'm leaving that planet, the rainy planet, well alone, I think, at this point. A couple of unsuccessful attempts to have a look at it. Yeah, have you had a chance to look at any of it yet, D-Man? Not much, just back from work. Oh, okay. It's an interesting one. I found a few things out I didn't realise as well, which is, I think, going to make it more interesting. So, like, the tasks you need to do, you can do in any order, which is interesting. Which originally I didn't realise. Citrium. So yeah, you can do them in any order. It's quite a lot to do. But this first expedition, there is 2 months to do it in. That's it. After 2 months, the save you've started to do the expedition reverts to a normal save. So at least you can carry on with what you found, and you get given stuff like we were given this ship when we started. There's quite a bit to do. 2 months isn't very long if you don't play often. You know, if you work and are busy. I don't know if 2 months is easily doable, to be fair. Some of the missions aren't a 5-minute job. Some are. Build a base. There's one mission, farm 35 plants. Everyone's missions will be the exact same for the whole expedition, and there's certain rendezvous points. So the rendezvous points should be a specific planet or system. So you will get people converging on these rendezvous, which I think is really good, and adds a sense of community. But you can, like I'm doing at the minute, you can do it on your own. You don't have to do it as a group. But I also like the fact you can complete missions as a group. I like that. Money is very hard to come by, I've found so far as well. That's a weird thing. Units aren't easy. But it may have just been in the starting system, I'm not sure. Right, I've got no plans to build a base early. I don't see need. Anything around. I don't want to land for the sake of landing. Don't see the point in landing unless there's something decent to get while we're here. Look at these though. Every time there's an update, planets look better every time. Look at these weird plants. They're like blocky. It is a new save, yes, but like I say, once you are finished, the expedition is over, the save reverts to a normal save. But yeah, it's a new save game because they give you stuff to start with, which is different for everyone. So we were given this ship, which is C-class Explorer. I believe that's an Explorer. Also, by the way, be aware of your old saves. There has been an update to some of the ships, so some of the ships may not look the same. There's been a few complaints on people that have spent ages finding the perfect ship, customizing it, and they've updated it, and it's doesn't look the same anymore. Oh, we can expand our starship. We will. Don't know if we'll keep this one. Although once I have a capital ship, it doesn't matter so much. So yeah, so be aware of that when you do come on. But yeah, the save game thing, I'm happy with. I don't mind that. What did that give us? Perfect. So we've landed on this planet. The reason we landed was I wanted to check something. New planet, first contact. I want that. But not just that. I think there's high sentinel activity here, so you'll be a little bit aware. But I was just saying as well, inorganic, it's moving. Very few units at the minute. I wonder, the way they've done this, I was just attacked in space. I had a subspace scan and then was attacked. 3 ships. Why is it other people? Have we now gained multiple ship combat? Because obviously other people are flying around the same system as me. So does that mean we can now all fight together? If we see someone under attack, we can all go and join in? Because that's the way to me, it seems. I haven't tried it. No one came to my aid when I had 3 ships attacking me. But that makes sense. Right, the reason we're just quickly scanning a few things. On the starting planet, we couldn't send... That's an animal. That is an animal. We can upload any discoveries. And I wanted to see, go onto a new planet, if you could. That is really weird. Anyway, so let us upload. We can! And we can now get 50 nanites. Perfect. It wasn't letting us upload earlier. Any discoveries. I generally don't. I do it this way normally. Upload all. Okay, so on this first system, that was discovered by Iron Wolf. We've now discovered a planet. Which I'm surprised. The amount of people that have just come into this system then and not stopped on any planets. These, I discovered two. I can't have discovered two. Oh, I've just noticed, like, so that rainy planet we tried, this is the rainy planet, we tried to land on this, but the rainstorm was hitting, and we couldn't really land. If you look at what that says, it has a Laos colony, none of these, we haven't made a base yet, so none of these are us, and 121 other bases. Why does it say discovered by me? If there's 122 bases there before I even visited. Not sure about that. Gain some nanites though. We'll take that. Discovered the only animal here. It's a bonus. But as far as the expedition goes, that's an animal towards the ones we need to do. We need to adopt 4 companions at some point, but I'm holding off. We need 20 creatures for that. We've done 3 of phase 1 currently, but we've also completed 1 of phase 2. So you can do these in any order. The only things you have to do in order are the rendezvous points, which I can't. I've logged on the system map. I've put the mission on, and it doesn't seem to tell me where it is. There has been an update to this divisor as well, but I haven't noticed a massive difference just yet. It's a nice looking ship though to start with. What's this here? That's silver, isn't it? Oh, I've just noticed something. Analyst mode. Target sweep. This is a brand new mode. It's currently unavailable, but some mission targets can be pinpointed. So, I'm assuming if I change this to... we need to find... I change this to... ancient artifacts. Will this now... Yeah, look. It says it's unavailable. Some mission targets can be. So the current mission is not detected on this planet. That's interesting. 6 phases, 2 months to do, but you can do them in any order. So we've completed a mission on phase 2. I didn't realise you could do them in any order. We just left the system because that was part of a phase 1 mission. Went to a new planet, which was on the guide. Tells you to go there, and we got first contact. I believe, if I'm right in what I'm thinking and what I've had a look at, the first rendezvous, this one here, which is the end of phase 1, we need to go 7 more jumps, and we need an emerald hyperdrive to do so. So a bit of work to get there, and that's just for rendezvous 1. And then on phase 2, but then there's things like farm 35 plants and 6 million units. Money is slow at the minute. Enter a black hole. Ancient artifacts, obviously. Fleet expeditions times 15. Find deep space anomalies. Acquire an A-class multi-tool. Some are really simple, but even this one, for phase 1, purchase a capital ship. How much money are you talking for a capital ship? Straight off the bat. Discover 35 systems. Steal 30 whispering eggs. 50 alien words isn't a big deal. Completely explore a derelict freighter. So 2 months, you need to complete this to get all the rewards. You're going to have to be doing quite a bit. Although phase 6 isn't anything. There's nothing for phase 6. So it's 5 phases really. Discover an abandoned system. Earn 1 million units in a single sale. Reach the final rendezvous. 10,000 use of extreme worlds. Acquire an abyssal treasure. Eliminate 50 sentinels. 50 storm crystals. Chart waypoints. There's lots to do. Not that I think that's a bad thing. But I think 2 months, if you don't play regularly, I think you may find this hard. Is there anything we want while we're here? I am looking at time. We do need to finish shortly, the stream. So... oh, Sentinel drone. That's why I didn't want to have them. I didn't want a drone. I forgot this was no drones around. Yeah, you just need the time to... you just need... don't scan me. Finished? I think he has. Yeah, you just need the time to play. I like the fact there's a little thing on the left hand side telling me about other players and what they're doing. That's really cool. I like I said, I like the update to this target sweep. Obviously here there isn't any. But you can actually change it and it tells you if there's stuff around. There's no active signals because of the mission I'm put on won't do anything for this. And the actual expeditions themselves, you know, we've met people. We haven't had a chance to say hello, they've kind of got their ship and gone off. Everyone starts around the same system. Some people will follow the generic path. Some people will venture off and find their own way to the first rendezvous. But then at that rendezvous, I would assume people are going to build bases together. They're going to want to expand and do things together. I'd like that side of it. I think it's really cool how they've done this. My biggest issue, if I was working full time, which currently I'm not because I'm still injured, I would struggle to complete this in 2 months. Just because my time is very limited when I'm working. Which you can't have it. I do get what they're doing, and 2 months is a good period, especially if they're going to keep adding these consistently. They're calling them seasons, and this is the first one, Pioneer, you know, first one, that kind of thing. Rewards wise, I heard there was a gold ship. So if we complete phase 1, we get 3 inventory slots and an Atlas firework pack. Get an expedition flag and a Surge of Storms B56 K16 multi-tool. It's phase 2. Golden Firstborn battle mask. Streamlined jetpack unit customization. Oh, that's the title Pioneer, Pioneer's Expedition decal and Pioneer Expedition banner. And you get the badge. Oh, there we go. The Golden Vector Starship. That's what you get for completing it. And every rendezvous will give you a large reward. Finding milestones, yeah. Obviously, yeah, there is so much to do. You've kind of got to plan it to a degree, but I like that. And yeah, the Golden Vector, you know, to say you've done it would be incredible, wouldn't it? But it is. I wonder, you know, if you've got a buddy who plays, teams up, you know, you can go off together. I think we've completed 4 steps tonight, 1 on phase 2, 3 on phase 1. Absolutely do it for the ship. Absolutely. To say we've done it would be cool. I need to be streaming this more though to do this. every time I play now is streaming, and I've got so many different games on the go. My plan is I want to do this. I want to get this done on stream. I want to play it more. I've struggled for time so much because of everything else going on. Easter holidays hasn't helped. I'm losing 2 weeks because of Easter. I've got my little boy at home, so I don't stream when he's around and that kind of stuff. Although we're streaming tomorrow because he's got childcare tomorrow to help me out because I can't do much with him while I'm hurt. So that's something. But yeah, I want to be streaming this more. Definitely. I want to be. We've got to be. I've got to complete that. I've got to complete the thing, don't I? Really. Spend 30 seconds airborne. But even the upgrade you start with. So this is. We've got a few things, and we had to fix a thrusters and a pulse engine and install the hyperdrive. But the Emerald Starship Trail is an exclusive exhaust modifier. I don't know why we need it, but it's on there. I've not looked at it. But you start with so much. We've got these from doing bits and pieces, to be fair, but you do start with stuff. Good evening, Darren. How are you? But yeah, there are people complaining about this update. I don't understand why. Personally, I do not see why you can complain. I think this is a really, really amazing update. Something they've added that they didn't need to, but it has added so much replayability. It's making you want to come back and do more. Personally. So yeah, I'm very happy with the update. Thank you for joining us, Dan, but we are just about to finish, only because it's that time. They do complain about everything, D-Man. Absolutely, they do. Autosave is done. Cool. So I'm happy to chat afterwards. I just don't want to just be sat in game. Yeah, they do. Any reason to complain, people do, don't they? There is another game other than GT Sport. This is No Man's Sky. So I don't know if you've heard of it, Darren, but No Man's Sky was out in 2016. Oh, you've only just got a notification. Oh, we've been live just short of 2 hours. The evening streams are always only a couple of hours, just because I'm up at I don't sleep because of my back at the minute. So my injuries keep me awake, so I don't sleep very much. So I try not to stream too late. Plus, my little boy will be up at 5:30, 6, as he's like me, an early riser. So yeah, they're only a couple of hours evening streams normally. Weird that you've only just got a notification though, considering you rang the bell as well. But yeah, this is No Man's Sky, Darren. This is incredible. Came out in 2016. Got slated unjustly, personal opinion. And ever since then, they have added update after update after update for free, and the game is just immense. There is so much to do, and today's update has only further made more to do, more of a reason to keep playing, more of a reason to keep exploring. Yeah, it's this game's been a passion of mine for a very long time. I haven't showed it off as much as I wanted to be fair. You only play GT Sport, do you really? See, I started YouTube on GT Sport, making videos. I wasn't doing live streams. I was just making videos of my races because I was racing, and I thought, well, I'll show off my races, and if someone says you were dirty, you can prove you weren't. That's how I started, and it's only because I got injured and hurt that I started live streaming just to keep myself sane. To be fair, I never meant to start live streaming. It's kind of fell into it. But it's not sad to only play one game. People have their niche is the wrong word. Niche is more of a channel thing, but I mean, everyone has their passions. Whereas I have quite a varied passions, if that makes sense. This is the second update. The other update happened in March. Was it start of March, companions? 2 updates in less than 3 months, I want to say. I could be wrong. Let me just double check when that came out. I think. When did that happen? February. So I want to say. It's not going to tell me a date. I think, was it February then? Saying a month ago. But yeah, so in 3 months, we've had 2 updates already. Which is incredible. Just the constant improvements. And they're making other games in the meantime as well. That's the big thing. It's a very small niche developer. So to keep other games coming and constantly, there was talk, was there going to be a No Man's Sky 2? I don't think they need to, because you can keep doing so much. It's an infinite universe. Used to play Train Simulator. I used to play, and I haven't had the time to play it, Farming Simulator. I used to love Farming Simulator. It's very good for de-stressing. I love games like that. They're very, very good for de-stressing. It's only GTS. Yeah, GTS. It's racing is massively a big. I enjoy racing so much. So I'm quite varied in what I stream and what I play, and I moved away from playing on my own to streaming everything now. Only because I'm injured, and it just gives me that communication, I suppose, and that social life that I currently lack. But I'm enjoying every minute of it, which is really good, I suppose. It's weird talking about it that way. They made The Last Campfire. They did indeed. I haven't played it. I've heard good things. I haven't got it though, but I have heard very good things about it. I've got currently a list of games I'm trying to thing. The problem is a lot of my games and channel turned into, once we platinumed the Valhalla, I had subscribers that try and come to every live stream. I'm not criticising anyone that can't. Everyone has lives, and I completely whenever they say I can't make the next live stream, I'm working. It's like, fine. I don't expect you to be there every time. But they're there every day. So when they suggest something as a game and to do something, I try and facilitate as much as I can. And their big thing was Odyssey, which is a massive game as well. Then it turned into Platinum Odyssey, and that takes time. That's the big thing. But it's really weird when you've got people saying to you, I'm really sorry I couldn't make your stream the other day. I was busy at work. Why are you sorry? Everyone has a life. I don't get that. I don't understand why people want to watch, if that makes sense. As much as I love streaming and I love chatting to, all you people, different people every time, meeting new people, like both of you two, D-Man, Darren, meeting new people, talking to them about things that I enjoy and you enjoy, I still find it really weird. I don't know what it is. The injury I refer to is I had a motorbike accident in December last year. Car pulled out on me, and I have fractured my T7 and T11 in my spine. Significant bruising and all that kind of jazz at the time. I can't believe I just said jazz. I never say that. And I have an issue with my left foot that no one knows what's wrong with it. They originally thought broken. X-ray said not. Then they thought it was sprained. They now think it may be ligament damage, but there's a concern there may be nerve damage. It means I may never ride a motorbike again. I may never be able to go back and do my job. I just don't know at this point. But that's why I've streamed. My channel has been going for quite a year, maybe 2. I've never taken it seriously. It's always been one of those things. I'll make a few videos when I get a chance. And since my accident, because I've not been able to do anything, leave the house, move too much, and we're nearly 4 months later, streaming has saved me. My other half's at work, my little boy's been at school, so it's me in the house on my own from 8 in the morning, half 7 really when she leaves, till 6 o'clock at night. So it's the streaming's kind of gave me that social aspect, especially when in the UK you can't go and visit anyone, obviously, anyway, because the pandemic and COVID and stuff. It's kept me alive, to be fair. I also suffered PTSD from when I was in the army, so because of that, this is I started YouTube originally with GT Sport videos to keep my mind active, That helps me cope massively. Then getting hurt, I think a lot of people expected me to struggle, whereas I found an outlet. I found a way of dealing with it, meeting new people, socializing. Campfire's good, D-Man. Yeah, I've heard good things. I'm going to have a look at some point. I just need to get through a list of other stuff. You always apologise to a person from late to a stream or miss one. Really? I don't. Yeah, I don't. I just don't. I don't. I suppose I don't. I don't know what it is. I don't. It's weird for me. I don't. I don't know why people want to watch. If that makes sense. I just enjoy gaming, a variety of games, and I enjoy chatting to people that are into that same thing. But I don't understand. Sorry to hear about it. One of the reasons I don't ride bikes. Bikes are safer than cars until a car pulls out on you. I tell my other half that, and she hates me for it. She hates motorbikes. She never wanted me having one. I was on the way to work as well when it happened, which was even worse. Um, yes, yeah, definitely. I'm very. I can't. Unfriendly is the wrong word. I wouldn't say I'm an unfriendly person, but I'm not very sociable generally. But I found through streaming and gaming, the amount of people you meet that are more than happy to chat about anything. You know, I made a Discord channel because people kept saying, where can we just message and chat away from stream? So I made a Discord channel, and I will get today. One of the guys, Keller, who jumps on a lot of the streams he was on earlier, he has been messaging me all day. We've been chatting all about Marvel all day. Things like that. It just really keeps you buzzing and keeps you going, and unexpected. If you don't feel like playing games, sometimes I do enjoy watching a lot as well. I must admit, I'm watching more when I can't sleep at night. Early hours in the morning, wide awake, can't sleep because of pain or other stuff. And yeah, I will drop into live streams if there's people in America streaming and stuff, or in other countries, or I will catch up on videos I haven't seen. I'll click on channels I've subscribed to, and I'll drop in and drop a like and have a watch and that kind of stuff. See, I try and catch live streams with people, and I get what you're saying about you apologise if you're late to a stream. I never guarantee I'm going to go to someone's stream, only because I have a little boy and a missus that works certain hours. A lot of people stream 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Well, that's when they're coming home from work. That's when we're having dinner. So I try and jump on in when I can, and sometimes I'll be looking at a stream, headphones in, and I can only stay 5 minutes because I don't want to ignore my little boy. I don't want to ignore my other half. So it's very difficult to commit to. I'll definitely be in the stream, but I do try and jump in where I can. Uncle was interesting very much. I was doing 120 when he hit the car head on. Whoa. Yeah, that's bad. Constant pain. Yeah, no, I'm sorry to hear that, Darren. I'm extremely sorry to hear that. I luckily wasn't doing massive amount of speed. I can't give the circumstances because the legal stuff is still ongoing. I shouldn't really talk about what happened, but there was no speed as such involved. It just involved someone pulling out when they shouldn't have done and giving me no time to react. Let's put it that way. The worst thing about my accident, worse than the pain and worse, I spent an hour laying on the road, rush hour traffic, waiting for an ambulance. Admittedly, I let 2 ambulances go by because they already had passengers on, and I didn't feel I needed help that quickly. So when they got out to say, look, we've got someone else on board, and I was like, no, go, it's fine. What's worse is I work in the hospital that I ended up in. So when you're wheeled into A&E on a trauma board, into resus, and everyone you know is there looking at you, it isn't good. Especially when they've cut all your clothes off and all you've got on is your underwear. Do you know? I think that's the worst part of the whole accident is losing all my gear and the bike. That's all I was asking about at the time was how's the bike? How's the bike? And it was like, yeah, it's okay. I knew it wasn't, but yeah, that's all I cared about. It's weird what goes through your head. 4 bones. That's mad. You know, listen, yes, we'd have the pain. I don't blame him, to be fair. It's hard as well. I'm someone that doesn't take painkillers generally, but I'm living on them. You know, because I haven't got a choice now. I can't handle a day without them. But 4 bones that he didn't break. That's madness. That's just, yeah, that's not nice, is it? It's hard. You know, that's my fear. My fear with my injuries is my back will heal. I know this. When it happened, the doctor said, "Yeah, I'll sign you off for a month." And I was like, "How long will it be?" And she went, "I can't tell you." I said, "But we'll give you a month to start and go from there." No. How long am I going to be off for? She said, "I can't tell you." So I said to my boss, I was back in a week, 4 months later. But my biggest concern, I know my back will heal. How it will heal, and how physically able I will be afterwards, I don't know. But that isn't even concerning me. My back is my back. Once you've damaged it, it's generally damaged. That's it. You'll be able to have to manage it to some degree. My biggest concern is my ankle. If no one can tell me what's wrong, and no one seems to be able to tell me what's going on with it, you know, it's constant pins and needles. It's emanates pain, pulsating pain for no reason. It gives way if I try and do the stairs, or I get up too quickly, or I turn suddenly, it just goes. That lack of answers in 4 months worries me. You know, would I ever kick a ball with my little boy again? Would I ever be able to go running like I used to? For someone that, you know, my job involves walking 14 to 16 miles a day. I can barely walk 10 minutes at the minute. I can't sit up for more than half an hour until I'm in agony. My biggest concern 4 months down the line is there any improvement? Is there going to be? And no one seems to be able to tell me. And I think that's the fear with any injury. It's the unknown. If someone can't give you definites, it is panicking. And for me, anyway, I know everyone deals with things differently, but for me, I like to set myself targets, but I can't because I don't know. And I think that's the hardest part of anything. Many years ago, he was bored, didn't know what to do. Why in a motorbike license? But loads of people had ones. Hang on, you learned to fly. You're telling me you learnt to fly. Just checking the chat, because I just want to go back to something you said earlier. Okay. One of the reasons I don't ride bikes, basing on the fact that I've had an injury, you've known people that have got hurt on motorbikes. Planes. What do you think is more dangerous, a motorbike or a plane? It's just like the biggest, widest spectrum of... So you can actually fly a plane. Flying is not safer than a bike. If you crash a plane, that's it. Crash a bike, you can survive. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, and obviously there's going to be injuries. You know, your friend, me, you know, that kind of stuff. Generally, not many people walk away from a plane crash. And, you know, I'm not making light of plane crashes or anything like that, but flying is not safer at all. And I can't believe you think it is. I mean, it's hilarious. So what kind of plane can you fly? I'm interested now. I know a few names. I'm trying to think of actual names. Cessna, type of plane, smaller plane. So single engine. Okay. You don't have the license, but you could. Yeah. Nice. So that would be a Cessna, or Cessna's the ones I think that go on water, aren't they? I don't know if they're single engine though. That's quite cool. Not something that's ever interested me, to be fair. I like being on the ground. Cessna 172. Yes. I knew the name. I don't know why I know the name, but I do. But yeah, there we go. I've kind of laid myself bare without meaning to be fair tonight. The problem whenever I finish a game and go to end the stream, I don't mind having a chat at the end, even when I've got like a set time I need to finish by, and then I just end up rambling. People ask you a question, you start chatting, the chat flows, and before you know it, you're like half an hour later. I should have just carried on. I'm chatting at the same time. That would have made more sense. But I do need to finish. I can't keep going all night. I do need to finish. That's what you learned in. Oh, okay, but you can fly in a single engine plane. That is amazing, Darren. That is fantastic. Like I say, it's not something I want to learn, but I think anyone that can learn something like that is incredible. As long as you don't fly it like you drive on GT Sport, you'll be fine. Because that would be an interesting combination. I'm surprised if you can fly a plane, why you don't play flight sim. I don't know how. I know it's realistic, but I don't know if because you can fly you wouldn't. I just want those two things that you kind of meld together, I suppose. Unless that's just in my head. I don't know. Anyway, I will keep talking all night if I'm not careful, and I do need to finish. So we are going to call it a night. We have started No Man's Sky and its new update of Expeditions. Honestly, it's easier than riding a bike or driving a car. It's easier to fly a plane than it is riding a bike or driving a car. I'm going to have to take your word for that. The PC won't run flights. I'll have to take your word for that, Darren. Completely take your word for it. Right, I do need to finish. I could chat all night quite happily, but I do need to finish. So we have achieved 4 parts of 2 different phases of the expedition. I know that makes no sense unless you've watched the rest of the stream, but we will come back. Nothing to bump into or hit you. Birds, other planes, tornadoes, lightning. I can name plenty of things that can hit you in a plane. How much damage they do is a different story, but there's plenty of things that can hit you. Anyway, I am trying to finish. Tomorrow, D-Man, we are live tomorrow morning, my time, just after 9 o'clock for a short stream. I've got physio at midday. That's why we have ATC, air traffic control. I know my stuff. Right, let me try and finish the stream, Darren. Right, so tomorrow the plan is just after 9 o'clock UK time, we'll be on Assassin's Creed Odyssey for a couple of hours. Physio in the afternoon, in lunchtime. 1 o'clock, we're back with the Avengers. This is all UK time. And then our next stream after that will be probably Friday evening. I don't generally stream 3 times in a day, just because I sit in weird positions to stream, and that's the biggest reason I don't have a camera, or don't use the camera, is because I can't sit normally, I can't lay and game. So because of that, I won't use the camera until I can sit like a normal person. So then tomorrow morning after 9, tomorrow afternoon after 1, and then Friday evening after 9 p.m. UK time. We'll probably come back to No Man's Sky, to be honest. It's kind of what I'm thinking. Because I really enjoyed this update. I want to keep going. I've got 2 months. It's time sensitive. You hate the Avengers. You got stuck on one mission. I love Marvel. To be honest, I'm a massive Marvel fan. So for me, yeah, I love it. And with the 2 new DLC characters as well, I'm really into it. And I want to get it finished as well. That's another game that I'm being encouraged to platinum. That's why some of the channels turned into a platinum kind of channel. Others, I've been doing some Apex with gaming and Mad Max. 2 other people that stream as well. They're into their Apex. I know another guy, Zombie Pillager, wants me to stream with him and play another game. I can't remember the name of. There's so much stuff going on. Let's just try to keep up with it. You love Marvel. The game really annoyed you, so you gave it to your son. So, yeah, I waited. I didn't buy it at release. I waited till Christmas. My other half was meant to buy it for me for Christmas. Forgot. I bought it myself when it was reduced. and I played it, couldn't get into it, although I streamed it, and then I've had to get back into it, and now I'm into it properly. I love it, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get annoyed soon because it's starting to grind, and once I don't like grinding, so once you get to that point, I might struggle, but we'll see. D-Man, thank you very much. I hopefully see you again soon. I do need to go. It's been amazing talking to everyone. Darren, fantastic to see you. D-Man, always a pleasure. I do need to go. Otherwise, I will sit here all night chatting. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed No Man's Sky. I hope you've enjoyed the new update, and we will definitely be doing more of it. My plan is Friday evening. Definitely Friday evening. I'm just trying to work out in my head what else I've said yes to. That's thing that's where you got to. Okay, no worries. Right, Darren, thank you very much. D-Man, thank you. Anyone else out there that is just in the background, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. Thank you for the likes, the comments, and we'll see you next time. Enjoy your evening, your afternoon, or your morning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.